Woohoo! Good morning, energy people. Doing a update here as it looks like it's going to be another hot day. How about them Rangers losing streak? Let's not talk about the Rangers. Still supporting the hat. Still got high hopes for them, but they are riding a losing streak. Man, I never thought I'd say that this year. But anyway, let's get back to, and you're gonna take a flop with me here. The phone just slid off the deal. As we go across here, but we're gonna talk about the energy. It's still gonna be a record-breaking day today. As we roll into the last days of August. It looks like there is some relief in sight for your electric bill. And I know people are going to look at the upcoming temperatures and go, God, how? I tell you what I look for when I'm evaluating people's bills. You have to take in account the temperatures. And I think I saw this morning it's going to be a record of 107 is what they think they're going to hit, which is not good. That's hot. That's your AC's working overtime just to try to keep you cool. Now, what a lot of people take for granted is if you look at the temperatures next week, I think I saw some upper 90s in there, so we're still hot. But you're talking about a 10-degree cool-off. And I tell you, your major difference that most people take for granted is that cool-off at night. For instance, I saw last night, our low temperature was 82 degrees. It was still 95 degrees at 11:15 last night. So when it's 95 degrees outside, that heat is still baking your house from the outside in. So your AC is still running at 11 o'clock at night like it is in the middle of the afternoon. So the biggest difference next week, when we hit 75, everything starts to cool off quicker. So that 95 degrees at 11 o'clock is probably going to drop down to 85 or less, somewhere in there. So you're talking about a whole 10 degrees plus temperature drop, looks like, in the forecast next week. A lot of people don't think that's much, but that's huge for your electric bill. Your AC is going to go from running all night to running a few times during the night. Most people don't open and close their doors, and they're in bed, they're sleeping. Your house will stay a lot cooler with the doors not getting open, the sun's down, the outside temperature in the 70s. Most people's thermostats are in the 70s. That evening of the power at night, that my thermostat's at 72 and the temperature's 72, it equals out to where your AC doesn't run at all. So that's going to be a huge difference versus last night, where I think the low temperature was still probably 10 degrees above what our thermostat's at, thanks to, I better not go there, thanks to someone else. I wouldn't have it at 72, 73, 74, but somebody in my household likes it a little colder. So you'd be amazed what that 10-degree outdoor temperature does to your electric bill, and mainly your AC. I mean, I hear people all the time talking to me about, oh, I turn all my lights out. Yeah, lights are not a huge player in your electric bill, especially with today's LEDs that most people have. Lights are not a big issue. The biggest thing, anything that heats and cools is your big player. So AC, number one, by far number one. And I say that lightly because number one in the winter is your heater. And quite frankly, your heater can draw more electricity than your AC does. So you've got to be careful. We just are usually a mild temperature here, but if we ever get like we did that winter storm, you saw major backlash about people's electric bills because the grid gets taxed heavier on a 25-degree day than a 100-degree day. So a lot of people don't realize that, but it's tough. So anyway, just some light on the horizon, maybe that temperatures are starting to back off a little bit. Next week looks like there's about a average temperature drop of around 10 degrees going into the nighttime, which is going to mean your AC is going to stay off all night. So just a little positivity here on a Friday. Call it Super Duper Friday as the heat streak starts to drop off into the 90s next week, and those night temperatures start to drop back down. Won't be long, we're all going to be complaining it's cold outside. So just hold tight. Everybody have a good Friday, and I will, what was that in the road? I will jump back on here in a few days with another update. We're going to try to do these updates regularly on what's going on in the energy market. There seems to be a big push for it. I have people all the time asking me, especially when it's hot like this and they're getting energy bills and it's just crazy. You know, my energy bill's way too high, you know, and I evaluate a lot of people's energy bill that it's not way too high. You just don't understand the situation and what's going on. So there's a lot of things you can do to kind of tail off your electric bill, and it doesn't start with I turn my lights off when I go to work. So anyway, just a little humor there. I hear that on a regular basis. I turn all my lights off when I go to work. Why is my electric bill so high? Wow, you turned all your lights off. And you're in an apartment, so there's 5 lights. But anyway, that's my rant for the day. You turned 5 light bulbs off. Did you turn your AC unit off when you went to work? No, so it's keeping it 72 degrees in there whether you're home or not. So anyway, guys, we're going to jump off here. I'm looking at you now. I'm driving, so I'm looking that way too. But anyway, we're going to jump off here, and we'll come back on here with some regular updates and keep everybody up to date on the Texas energy market and what I think. And as always, if anybody needs my help with their own personal electric bill, you can feel free at any time to call me at 817-308-0586. Been doing energy evaluation for going on about 22 years now. So I like to say there's nothing I don't know. Of course, I'd be a liar if I said that. So anyway, I will say there's nothing I won't find out if I don't know it. Just the sheer feet on the street for the past 22 years has put a wealth of knowledge in my head that I don't use enough. So anybody wants to pick my brain and let's figure out why your electric bill's so high, come on, bring it on. I dare you. I look forward to the challenge. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here because we made this too long. The YouTube analytics show me that this video is too long. You're going to lose your interest unless I go, wow! So anyway, I rambled too long, so the YouTube analytics are not going to like this, so I need to keep it shorter, and I need to quit rambling. I'll learn as we go. You can learn with me that I will stop rambling and keep it shorter and to the point and be more knowledgeable. Hey, it's over here. Let's learn together. Bye-bye.